Hey, Michael, Corey.
What?
It's glow time!
I'm surprised you enjoy this much, Saxton, seeing as how you're afraid of the dark.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida.
Glow's like having a nightmare, so it's okay.
Who once beat Naomi in a dance contest?
Oh, no. Don't say it.
I really did.
Did you pull a muscle?
She's got nothing on me.
Naomi's one of the most respected superstars in all of the women's division.
She's a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion and one of the best all-around athletes in the entire WWE Universe.
But she continues to back everything she's done in the past up with substance here in WWE. How can you not bob your head, Corey, when Naomi comes out? How can you not get lost in the moment? Go ahead, Naomi, get it, girl!
I'm an unbiased broadcaster, Saxton.
Or just a grump.
And her opponent
It's
from Boston,
boss time.
Massachusetts.
Here comes Sasha.
Banks.
Stephanie McMahon brought Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks to WWE, and those three women changed the course of history as we know it today.
Yeah, Sasha Banks has been a trailblazer. She has been at the forefront of that change. In fact, Sasha's career-long motto, be so good, they can't ignore you.
Corey, I don't understand what your issues are with Sasha Banks. She's one of the all-time greats.
You ever talk to her? She's intolerable.
Or he's just jealous. He wishes he had half the bling that Sasha has.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Man, you just can't knock the swagger out of the boss's game.
Why do words instantly lose their cool when they come out of your mouth, Byron?
I thought I delivered it well.
And the elbow connects. She's showing absolutely no mercy.
I have to give Sasha Banks credit for being a student of the game. We all know she idolizes Eddie Guerrero, and I believe Eddie would be very proud of how the boss carries herself in WWE. Oh, from behind.
She goes for the cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
It's way too early.
To elaborate on what Corey said about Sasha's admiration for Eddie Guerrero, Banks has pulled some of Eddie's old tricks to gain an advantage over her opponent.
Yeah, she's used the old pretend your opponent hits you with a foreign object while the ref's not looking trick a few times. Classic Eddie trap.
Ah, drop kick.
Right on the money.
Watch out. A brutal bulldog right there. Since the moment she arrived at WWE's Performance Center, Sasha Banks has been breaking through the glass ceiling on the way up the ladder of WWE.
She better not rise to the bait.
Oh, and there's a wicked Hurricane Rana. A spectacular maneuver.
As you brought up, Michael, Sasha Banks has shattered the expectations of women in wrestling, proving true athleticism and true greatness knows no gender.
You know what, Byron? I'm in rare agreement with you. Male or female, it doesn't matter. The boss has been one of the top performers in WWE, night in and night out.
Ah, Naomi wants to fly.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Look out. Off the top turnbuckle with a crushing missile drop kick. Pinning predicament. Wow, Sasha Banks gets the reversal. Sasha Banks is showing a lot of heart here, but
Can she turn this around in her favor? I think this match is starting to take it all out of her, guys.
I really expected much more from her here tonight. I'm pretty shocked to see her absorb so much punishment.
It's not looking great, but I've never seen her give less than 100%, and I don't expect that to change here. Good luck stopping Naomi when she's rolling like this.
Going after the back here.
You still feel the glow when the lights are out?
Here's her chance.
Here's her cover. Oh, a kick out.
It's going to take more than that.
There it is. It is. It's locked in.
She is just so dominant.
Sasha Banks is in a bad way now. The boss looks terrible at the moment.
No, she breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael. Nice back rotation suplex.
Here comes Sasha Banks.
And now it's Sasha Banks. She's got her right where she wants her.
Naomi feels awfully good about herself, and the crowd does too.
Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
Back suplex. Look at this. The force on that impact was unreal. Got the shoulders down. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole.
A simply gorgeous Hurricane Rana. Not so fast. What an incredible move.
I'd say Naomi just turned the tempo way up.
Oh my God, shoulder breaker.
That could cause long-term damage.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. Naomi connecting there with a good shot.
Spinning heel kick.
Naomi is sizing up the situation.
Bad news for the boss. Oh, man, Sasha Banks is in trouble now.
One more shot.
That'll deliver a jolt through your whole body. Wow, she's found her way all the way back here.
She goes for the cover.
The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
I could watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch. When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff. This entire match was just one big highlight reel, and I didn't expect anything else.
Here is your winner, Naomi.
The referee's 3 count ends this one. And there's your winner, folks.
Maybe Sasha Banks needs to hit the showers, rest up tonight, and start reading the want ads in the morning because this job isn't working out.
It's the Queen of Spades.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Just to give you some insight into how Shayna Baszler thinks, she says
This ought to be good.
she prefers to break someone's mind before she breaks their body.
She's the submission magician.
Protege of Rowdy Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, so impressive, so dangerous. One of the most physical women in all of sports entertainment.
Yeah, and she knows it too.
Pretty amazing. Shayna Baszler, the first of the MMA Four Horsewomen to win a title in WWE. Quite the accomplishment for Shayna Baszler. Mella is money!
And her opponent, from Staten Island, New York, the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, are you ready to admit the truth yet?
That Carmella's the most obnoxious woman in the entire women's division?
You are delusional. Mella is money.
Carmella, unbelievable career thus far in WWE, and the sky's the limit for this young lady.
Yeah, she would have you believe that she has done it all.
She has!
By herself. What are you guys, both on the bandwagon or something?
I started the bandwagon.
You can expect these superstars to put their bodies on the line to take each other down.
These superstars have waited a long time for this match to take place.
Sending a message. What power, what a slam, what damage.
For as good as Carmella is, Corey, the unfortunate truth is she's not above bending the rules a bit to gain an advantage.
I don't know what's so unfortunate about that, Cole. The goal is to win, and there are few better at finding different ways to win than Carmella. It's not her fault the officials don't know how to do their jobs.
Lands a pretty stiff kick. Well, Corey clearly has no issue with Carmella's nefarious in-ring style, but Byron, her opponents most certainly do.
They do, Michael, but they also know what they're getting into ahead of time. So they know that they have to be on the lookout all match long for any shortcuts Carmella might take.
Look at this. Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex.
Hooked him up.
That's what happens when you're in a powerful grasp. You go down.
One of the things I like best about Carmella, guys, is just how feisty she is. From the moment her music hits all the way through the final bell, she just has this undeniable spunk about her.
And she hits the backbreaker.
Look out. There she goes.
Like Byron, I would say Carmella is among the most feisty superstars around today. Though there are times when that feistiness borders on being a bit on the brash side.
You can call it feistiness, you can call it brashness, call it whatever you want. The bottom line is, Mella is money.
Man. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
To the air with a missile drop kick. Kidney first into the barricade. Looking defenseless right now.
She's got to get back in the ring, Michael.
she's playing with fire here.
Yeah, she's got to hurry up and get back in there.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
Big reversal for her there.
She is on fire.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
And Shayna Baszler evades that one.
Carmella is going to have to improvise because she's not seeing any benefit to her strategy. She may very well have reached a point of no return.
She goes for the cover. Plants a knee right on her face. The resolve this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal.
She's still in this one.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
It's going to be hard for Carmella to come back now.
Shayna Baszler making her move. She's got something in mind. Her ruthlessness really coming through here.
It does not look good for Carmella here.
And she breaks free.
I don't know how.
She goes for the cover. One. Digging deep for a kick out.
Too soon.
And just like that, this move is leading the charge.
She goes for the cover.
True testament to grit.
Wow.
Carmella groggy and wide open here.
And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
Oh, straight forearm.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
Boy, that hit the mark. That running knee.
Right between the shoulder blades.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
Carmella wants to put this away. Oh, that hurt right in the kidney. Golly. She lands the belly to back. She's in control. She's in full control now.
Look at her go.
Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
Shayna Baszler making her move. One move after the other. It's devastating. Kick out at 2. Oh, that may have been a slow count.
She's still in this one.
Shayna Baszler making her move. Shayna Baszler making her move. Ooh.
That's it. That's what she needed.
Avoids trouble there. Oh, and she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
Hurricane Rana. When you talk about great rookie years, Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT has to be in the conversation. She got more done in 3 months than most competitors do in 3 years.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
And Shayna Baszler evades that one. Carmella just barely got out of the way.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Michael mentioned Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT. Consider the fact that her first match was in January of 2018. By the end of the month, she was
schoolboy out of nowhere. Perhaps they can end it with that schoolboy. Shayna Baszler gets the win. Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
Now that's an eye-opening victory.
Hey, she was the better woman of the two tonight. It's that simple.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd appears.
Welcome, the Empress of Tomorrow.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka.
Asuka absolutely incredible with what she has accomplished in such a short time here. Well on her way to becoming one of the best ever.
Lived up to the hype, surpassed the expectations. An undefeated run in NXT. NXT Women's Champion. A title she relinquished willingly to head to Monday Night Raw. One of the most dominant female superstars ever in WWE. All hands on deck.
Please walk the plank, Byron, please.
From Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
One-on-one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget.
Totally agree, Michael. When you have two superstars as hungry as these two competing in the ring, you can bet it'll be memorable.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
A lot of times you see champs dial it back a bit when the title's not on the line, but I don't expect to see that from her here.
Beautiful arm drag. And the knee gets her good.
Oh, backing it up there. Oh, you know that
hurt.
She's starting to take a beating. She doesn't want this lack of momentum to snowball.
At this point, I think it's fair to call into question her preparation for this match. She's clearly being outclassed right now. DDT!
She's looking a little unsteady, and you can't help but wonder how much of this she can sustain.
It looks to me, guys, like she may have underestimated her opponent here tonight, and now she's paying for it.
If she's not careful, this could very easily spiral.
An impressive series of moves right there.
She's back in full control now. I don't know, Sane can recover.
Probably not.
She's going to need to protect the back of her head better than that.
Talk about domination.
I am shocked, Michael. Completely shocked.
Perfectly executed.
This one's over, guys.
This is exactly what Asuka was waiting for.
Asuka did it. What a huge win.
No doubt that was a match people will be telling their kids about for years to come. Here's another look.
There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable kind.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
This was a much-needed win.
I don't make the matches, but if I did, I'd put these two back in the ring ASAP. What an amazing match.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here.
The baddest woman on the planet.
It absolutely amazes me how quickly Ronda Rousey and seamlessly made her transition from the world of mixed martial arts to WWE. She improves each and every time she steps in the ring.
A real natural.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, the Raw Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Listen to this place. They're going nuts.
And her opponent, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
"5 feet of fury." "5 feet of fury." Remember the good old days when Alexa Bliss would toss glitter and smile and make you feel good?
I like the days better now, where you are not allowed to make direct eye contact.
What more can Alexa Bliss say about Ronda Rousey that just wouldn't make Alexa a bigger target than she already is? Alexa's already called Ronda an overhyped rookie and a sport.
I'll stop you right there, Cole. You just can't understand the mind games Alexa plays. She's the best at getting her opponent angry and using that anger against them. That's the same strategy I expect to see employed tonight. When you have competitors on the level of these women, you just know it's going to be a great match.
Corey, you did have a point on how Alexa Bliss can get under opponent's skin, and we all know how emotional Ronda Rousey can be. The mind games might be a great strategy.
If Bliss can use Ronda's emotions to her advantage, there will be no more talk about the baddest woman on the planet. All the talk will be about the goddess.
What an amazing maneuver.
And the knee delivers.
Oh, what a high kick. Alexa Bliss looking stymied.
We've certainly seen her withstand worse in the past, though.
Well, she certainly seems to favor being outside the ring. Though for the life of me, I cannot figure out why.
She's really had a tough time getting out of the gates here tonight. She needs to make a change, and she needs to make it now.
And once again, we see a return to this specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works.
She's in control now following that slam.
Back in from the floor.
It's rare that a competitor can steal the show in their very first match. But Ronda Rousey did just that, and she did it at WrestleMania. Oh, straight forearm.
She slams her down with great force. What does Alexa Bliss need to do now? I can tell you this is not how she envisioned this match going, guys.
Michael, you mentioned Ronda Rousey's WrestleMania debut, and she was somehow the standout star in that show-stealing match. That's no small feat when you consider her partner was Kurt Angle, and their opponents were Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, Triple H and Angle have no shortage of WrestleMania moments, and Stephanie McMahon's had some big matches too, but the one everyone was talking about after the match was Ronda Rousey. Something tells me we'll have even more show-stealing WrestleMania matches than the baddest woman on the planet by the time it's all said and done.
Sometimes you'll see a smile on Ronda Rousey's done playing.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Look at this, Ronda Rousey. This is all but over. She goes for the cover. She's got some fight left in her.
She's still in this one.
Byron Court. Ronda Rousey's done playing.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Game, set, match. This one is over. Sometimes a little stretch can feel good. That, however, is anything but a little stretch.
And she fights out.
But that doesn't mean the damage wasn't already done, Michael.
That back was clearly part of her game plan heading in.
Ronda Rousey is, of course, one of the most famous athletes in the world. Beating people up and kicking their arm. Plenty of force behind that strike.
Well, that rocked her all right. Punishing attack on the body.
Adding to what Michael said about Ronda being a huge star, when she entered the WWE, that bright light and media attention that follows her really brought a spotlight to the women's evolution, and
she goes for the cover. And a near fall.
It's going to take more than that to keep her down.
Focusing the attack on the jaw now.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
This isn't looking good for her, guys.
No, it's not, Michael. She looks absolutely out of it.
She's really fixated on delivering that maneuver.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
Bliss is out of it, guys.
Clearly not afraid to go to the well again.
Back now inside the ring. Going for an encore here.
Big boot!
Second time's a charm.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
Oh, it's locked in, the armbar.
He's back in full control now. Things do not look good for Alexa Bliss.
Going for the cover.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
Hard to imagine, but that match was even better than advertised. Here's another look at that history-making encounter.
Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic. I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history.
Here is your winner, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Put it in the books. And there was no question about that. I think business is about to pick up. Bringing it back into the ring.
Talk about planning your opponent.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Nice sidewinder suplex. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Bliss is out of it, guys.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. So painful.
Bliss is out of it, guys. Things just...
Oh, wow.
Bliss is out of it, guys. Michael, Corey, you guys ready to feel the glow? Anyone? All right, just me.
The following contest is a tables match. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
Byron, just because Naomi dances, that is not an open invitation for you to do the same.
Why?
Because Naomi's actually good at it.
I can do the electric slide.
Who once beat Naomi in a dance contest?
Oh, no. Don't say it.
I really did.
Did you pull a muscle?
She's got nothing on me.
Naomi's one of the most respected superstars in all of the women's division.
One of the most athletic superstars in the history of WWE.
A former pro basketball cheerleader, professional dancer, Naomi can do it all from bell to bell.
And one of the most fun and exciting entrances in all of WWE.
Never shies away from competition, always seizing the opportunity to get better. That's what feeling the glow is all about.
It's the Queen of Spades.
And her opponent, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
She is the real deal.
One of the original 4 horsewomen of mixed martial arts, a protege of Ronda Rousey. Shayna Baszler thrives on the fear of others.
Yeah, it would be a tough point to argue that Shayna Baszler may be the toughest woman to ever step foot in NXT.
She's as tough as they come. Classic match with Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, where she won the NXT Women's Championship. The sky's the limit.
The bell rings, and by the look on her face, I'd say Naomi is ready to roll.
And given the athleticism of these women, this one promises to be can't miss.
Close quarters, plants a knee right on her face. Straight forearm. No! Naomi is starting to look a little uneasy.
This is not how she drew this one up.
Pump the brakes a bit, Cole. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I can tell you with all certainty, she still has plenty of gas left in the tank.
Her opponent clearly wants to prove a point tonight, and you know what? I think it's working.
Oh, how the heck do you get up from that?
A move like that can get her right back into this match.
Immediately. If you ask a member of the WWE Universe about the 4 horsewomen, they'll likely refer to the quartet of Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. However, there's another group that lays claim to that moniker, and it includes Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, both groups actually met face-to-face at the Mae Young Classic. Ronda Rousey, Jessamine Duke, and Rita Shafir were there to root on Shayna Baszler, and they met with WWE's group. Rousey told them, quote, "You name the time, you name the place."
The two of you brought up the collision between WWE's and MMA's 4 horsewomen, courtesy of Shayna Baszler. In the time since that showdown, Ronda Rousey has joined WWE, while the other 2 MMA horsewomen have begun NXT training. Guys,
not only because we'll see some of the best MMA and WWE competitors meet in the ring, but I'd love to see Baszler put Sasha Banks in the Kirifuda clutch and make the boss quit.
Shayna Baszler is probably the biggest bully in all WWE. She's tough, but her intimidation factor can defeat an opponent before the match even starts. Corey, how should a competitor approach Baszler?
Everyone who's seen even a modest amount of success against Baszler has done so by kind of building a weird immunity to her mind games. Ember Moon lives in the darkness. Kairi Sane thinks she's a pirate. And Nikki Cross, well, she's Nikki Cross.
Corey may have hit the nail on the head about strategy concerning Shayna Baszler. To avoid being intimidated, you need to be a little insane, because once you learn what the submission magician is capable of, fear is going to set in.
That's easier said than done, Michael. If you're of the right mind, you're well aware that Baszler will deliver the pain unlike any other NXT performer. In that case, you need to embrace the power of denial.
Shayna Baszler making her move. Going all the way up. Naomi really made her presence known in WWE when forming Team Bad. Gone were the days of Shayna Baszler. This might be it.
That should do it. The situation just got real bad for Naomi.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Snap suplex.
Flies from the top turnbuckle with a missile drop kick.
Missile drop kick.
Hit the target.
Plants a knee right on her face.
Michael mentioned Naomi forming Team Bad, and that trio really lived up to their nickname. On many occasions, they were able to score victories against other major groups at that time. Team PCB and Team Bella.
Look, I'd say Team Bad could have become the most dominant women's faction ever. But Naomi made the mistake of recruiting the biggest spotlight stealer in WWE history, Sasha Banks. I blame the boss for Team Bad's downfall.
Naomi just too fast for her.
Naomi was a dancer for the NBA's Orlando Magic and hip-hop star Flo Rida. So when she came to WWE in 2012 as part of the Funkadactyls, the world witnessed very quickly how Naomi could get down.
Shayna Baszler making her move. Shortly after Naomi's neck breaker.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley Boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Something that's also important to remember in a tables match is that it's not important how or where the table is positioned. All that matters is that you put your opponent through it.
It's a very simple premise, Michael, but superstars have to be careful. They launch an attack that goes awry, their own momentum can put them through the table and cost them the match. That doesn't include feeling the incredible pain from crashing through a solid wood table. One split second can be the difference. You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestling War 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crash through tables all the time.
Look out!
Oh my God! Shayna Baszler gets the win. And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about for a long, long time.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
Big win here, guys.
Hey, this isn't just about going out there and making sure everybody's entertained. You've got to win your matches, and that's exactly what happened here. A will to win was on display.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive
Welcome, the Empress of Tomorrow.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka.
She is hypnotic. She is mesmerizing. She is as dangerous as the day is long.
You are looking at a woman who single-handedly managed to change the entire complexion of the Raw Women's division.
An undefeated run in NXT. NXT Women's Champion. A title she relinquished willingly to head to Monday Night Raw. One of the most dominant female superstars ever in WWE.
The baddest woman on the planet is here. There is only one. Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
And her opponent, from Venice Beach, California, the Raw Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey's got her game face locked. She is ready to compete.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And there are few things more unforgiving than the cold steel of a cage match.
You know what I like about her? She's approaching this match the same as she would if the title was on the line.
The kick gets her. Nice combination there.
She's taking on some offense here. But this one appears far from over, and she knows that.
Listen, she's more than capable of absorbing a little punishment here. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this motivated her to be even more ruthless inside that cage.
And you could tell that this crowd is shocked to see her losing in such a definitive manner right now.
German suplex. She delivers a punishing DDT.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
The back of her head took most of the punishment from that.
Asuka getting ready here. Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point, she goes for the cover. There's no taller order in WWE than attempting to defeat the baddest woman on the planet. Byron, how can any woman gain a victory over Ronda Rousey?
Well, obviously, training is the utmost importance as Ronda approaches every fight with a lot of preparation. But here's the thing. Ronda has been training her whole life. How do you overcome that?
We talked about strategy going into a match with Ronda Rousey. Byron, and it's Asuka making a move.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
That's it. That's what she needed.
Now that was an impressive series of moves.
While the four horsewomen can make claims to revolutionizing the women's division, Asuka can show irrefutable evidence to dominating it. Her reputation echoes to the women's division. If the four horsewomen were the revolution, Asuka is the evolution.
Michael, talking about the women's evolution, we see
cage matches in the books.
Here's a few clips from the last match for us.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
A very decisive victory here tonight.
I got a feeling we're going to be talking about her for a long time to come.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
It's the Queen of Spades!
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Just to give you some insight into how Shayna Baszler thinks, she says
This ought to be good.
she prefers to break someone's mind before she breaks their body.
She's the submission magician.
Protege of Rowdy Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, so impressive, so dangerous. One of the most physical women in all of sports entertainment.
Yeah, and she knows it too.
Pretty amazing. Shayna Baszler, the first of the MMA four horsewomen to win a title in WWE. Quite the accomplishment for Shayna Baszler.
Behold the Empress of Tomorrow.
Asuka!
And her opponent, from Osaka, Japan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka!
Her dominance, Her unique appearance and her unmistakable aura have all made Asuka one of the top competitors in the entire women's division. You know, I will never forget the first time I saw Asuka enter the NXT arena. She had so much buzz surrounding her debut, and I think it's safe to say Asuka has certainly lived up to her reputation.
One of the most dominant female superstars ever in WWE.
The time for talk is over. We'll find out who the best is in the ring right now.
I am so excited this moment is finally here.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
A lot of times you see champs dial it back a bit when the title's not on the line, but I don't expect to see that from her here.
Oh, man. Probably see a double after that one.
That should be illegal.
Look at that. She nailed her. Well, that's how you land a well-placed strike on your opponent.
The kick connects.
She's starting to sweat a bit. To be expected, though, given the competition she's in there with tonight.
You know, she's the kind of competitor that actually likes getting hit. It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over the top, believe it or not.
I don't know about you guys, but I did not expect to see her in so much trouble here tonight.
Nicely timed by Asuka. An impressive strike there.
Takes her out with a German suplex.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, there is no greater thrill than being at the announce desk for a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now.
Using her knee. And she's knocked off her feet.
I think that one caught her by surprise, Michael. And Shayna Baszler evades that one.
You know, I'm a little surprised, Corey, to hear you talk about the thrill of announcing a Hell in a Cell match, considering you were there when Shane McMahon shattered the announce desk at Hell in a Cell 2017.
I was there too, Michael, and I'll tell you, I will never look at Hell in a Cell matches the same after that.
You were?
I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before. I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach. Clearly, her current offense is based on the concept of repetition.
Of course, guys, we all remember when the Hell in a Cell debuted in 1997 and how harrowing the structure looked. But it's worth noting that the cell has become even more ruinous in recent years.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. She's sticking to the game plan no matter how redundant it may be. And the headbutt connects right to the face. She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
You know, Corey's point about the cell evolving in recent years is absolutely right. In fact, Byron, the structure is now well over 5 tons.
And I believe that's more than 2.
And it's Asuka making a move.
She's not playing any games tonight. Everyone better watch out. Even me.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
This is Asuka's chance.
Nope. Well, she wants this win bad.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
This is exactly what Asuka was waiting for.
Shayna Baszler is no stranger to championships, having amassed titles in independent promotions and in MMA. However, the biggest jewel on the Queen of Spades crown was earned at NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
Michael, on that night, Baszler was determined to right one of the few wrongs in her NXT career. The first time Ember Moon met the submission magician, Ember escaped with a roll-up pinfall. Baszler did not suffer that same fate again as she made Moon pass out in the Kiri Buddha clutch and left as NXT Women's Champion.
Going back to that night that Shayna Baszler became NXT Women's Champion, I think it's pretty telling that Ember Moon didn't ask for a rematch. Ember Moon,
A woman who embraces a gothic lifestyle was scared to fight the submission magician again.
Well, who wouldn't be scared after seeing Baszler ram her own dislocated shoulder into the ring post that night? Baszler wasn't a magician that night. She was a maniac.
Gentlemen, October 7, 2015 was the day a record-breaking undefeated streak was born. Asuka showed us a precursor to what would be the most dominant reign of the modern era.
Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now.
Backdrop suplex. She gets her with a vicious chop on a hard knee to her opponent. German suplex.
Recognizing that dominant streak you brought up, Michael, making history has become second nature to Asuka. For all that time, nobody figured out the Empress of Tomorrow. No one solved the puzzle. No one was ready for Asuka.
And truer words have never been spoken. For well over 2.5 years, all competitors thought they had the answer, but Asuka always changed the question.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
When you talk about great rookie years, Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT has to be in the conversation. She got more done in 3 months than most competitors do in 3 years. And she lands a hellacious DDT. She shows signs of life.
She's showing a lot more than that.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Michael mentioned Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT. Consider the fact that her first match was in January of 2018. By the end of the month, she was competing at NXT TakeOver. By April 2018, she was NXT Women's Champion.
And guys, the time between her debut and winning the championship was just 88 days. She ascended to the top of her division in record time, fellas. Faster than other amazing rookies like Sheamus, Yokozuna, even Brock Lesnar. Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now. Asuka's a history maker, and she needs no one's help to conquer the record books. A prime example came at 2017 Survivor Series when she was the last woman standing, single-handedly winning the elimination match for her team.
You can see the pain on her face after that slam.
You know, Corey, that Survivor Series feat you bring up is only half the story. Asuka is the 7th superstar and first woman to be both a Survivor Series sole survivor and a Royal Rumble match winner.
Michael, that achievement puts Asuka in similar company as The Rock, Ric Flair, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. She truly is a rarefied superstar.
And she lands the slam.
And Shayna Baszler evades that one.
Corey, you followed Asuka's career. What does her opponent have to be careful of in this match tonight?
Well, it sounds almost impossible, but you can't be intimidated by Asuka. She can be absolutely mesmerizing in the ring. You can ask any woman on the roster. I mean, Asuka carries this aura of invincibility. It's a mind game as much as it is physical.
Uh-oh, Asuka is looking to end it.
Takes her down with an inverted foot combination. You just don't know what's coming next.
Hey, Cole, that might just do it here.
Talking about Asuka's intimidating aura, Corey. Her reputation precedes her, but if you study and stay focused, you may shock the world.
Yeah, for sure, Michael. You have to psych yourself into believing you are fighting only Asuka in this one match. You're not fighting a record-setting streak. Take the match one move at a time.
And the neck took the brunt of that German suplex.
You know, no matter how many times I see a Hell in a Cell match, I'm always amazed at what these competitors are willing to put themselves through.
Another slam here.
She's licking her chops.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
She's looking for the quick cover as Asuka. Hard to dispute Byron's point about what these superstars put them.
Yes! Unreal performance.
And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
It's all over, and Asuka stands victorious.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.